What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dustin with Jersey Shore Drainage Solutions, and today we're going to be preventing another yard from flooding by adding in catch basins and running out 4 downspouts. So let's get started. All right, as you can see, this is what they had before. The problem was these systems collapsed and crushed because they were black corrugated pipe, which I tell everybody all the time that it's just a matter of time before all that does not work and it fails on you. So just do it right the first time and get PVC, and you wouldn't have these problems. And as you can see, some of the crap job they did. And what I don't understand the most is how are you going to have PVC and then run it 2 corrugated? It's why didn't you just do all of it? Should have just done it all. But anyways, we're going to be running that downspout out to the front, as well as tying in this downspout and this downspout and the sump pump line, which is right behind you. And you can see right there, yeah, that's definitely how not to do it, because that's just horrible. So we're gonna have all this come in. I'm going to try to go ahead, and also I'm adding 3 catch basins in here, because as you can see, the problem is this whole area right here just completely stays soggy all the time, and he doesn't know exactly why. Said it wasn't like this before, and now it is, but everything above it is still good, and then even below it's not that bad, which is really strange. So we don't know if a busted line or anything else, but we're gonna find out when we go to dig. So I'm gonna put a catch basin over there, catch basin there, catch basin over here. We're gonna have a catch basin right over here in front of this door. And we're gonna have a catch basin over here. Now these are gonna be 2 separate lines coming all the way down till we get right there under the sidewalk. And then we're gonna decide if I can tie them into each other or not as I'm trying to get under the sidewalk, because we had all the trees there. There's 2 separate cable lines, the electric line, so we're just gonna have to see what happens and transpires in that. So let's get started. All right, now as I'm digging the back here, getting it all going along, well, I come into what the old system was, and this looks like one of their old catch basins. It was under 2 inches of some sod. When they had sod put in here, they put it right over it, and I thought it would still work, but no, that's not how it works. Okay. No drainage system is maintenance free, and especially if you throw sod and everything over the one outlet that's supposed to help collect the water and move it, it's not going to end well for you. And this is why he had the cameras come and everything, and there was a couple places all up in here that had collapsed because it was the black corrugated pipe. So it could have been just a bunch of everything was trying to seep in here as well, on top of it collapsing, and then all this dirt just flowing down whenever it would try to work and clog everything. So you have to keep the dirt out of the catch basins. And here we go. Finally got everything dug out. It was not easy at all. We had giant tree roots everywhere, but we're finally under the sidewalk down here. Trying to dodge irrigation lines. We have everything now completely dug out. It's about time to start piping. We're gonna have double pipes coming through here. One for the catch basins, one's for the downspouts, and they're all gonna connect. We're gonna have the sump pump over here. Everything is gonna run down here and now go to the street. All right, now I have the back piped up. As you can see from the corner, we are downhill to level. Everything's gonna come across, shoot here, start shooting down. Extremely more downhill to level, all the way down. Keep it going. Downhill to level. Over here we have the sump pump and the downspout tied up. Everything's put together, and all that's gonna shoot out and go downhill to level, all the way to over here. Remember, on top I have to backfill some of this so then I can put the catch basins in here. But this is gonna continue to go all the way down here to the corner, where we are over half the bubble downhill to level. It's going to continue to shoot all the way on, and then right here where the Y is where I'm going to have to tie in the catch basins. So time to backfill. Always remember, before you ever install your catch basins, to drill holes in them so that way the water can leach back into the ground. You do not want standing water sitting in these catch basins, because that will eventually end up breeding mosquitoes and other gnats and bugs. Nobody wants that. So just drill the holes, put rock underneath it with filter cloth, make it a little mini dry well so that way the water can drain somewhere. All right, and now we have the catch basin side all complete. The downspout, like I said, is under everything. Catch basin's here to help to collect the surface water, which you see we are downhill to level here. Going all the way across, any surface water and everything else, help the water absorb into the catch basin area because I'm gonna fill them around more with rock. And any surface water running off the hill. You see we're downhill to level here. But as you can see the slope of his yard and everything, you wanna make sure that you have areas to try to catch the water in case we get really heavy downfalls. Then we have another catch basin here. Then I have it 45ing down into the Y, into the downspout system. I had to do it earlier because I did not have enough fall. Continue on. Oh, not enough room in there. To show everybody. Over you see over here, we are downhill to level. But now the water's all gonna collect from the surface and the ground, come in, keep going, and keep going all the way down. We're downhill to level here. We're also, like I said, picking up the downspouts. So we have the downspout behind the fence. You can see that bad boy is completely downhill. So as soon as all the water coming out of this is just gonna rush straight into here, and that's why you have the directional tees. It's gonna come down, it's gonna pick up again. The catch basins are here in case everything that comes down the hill, water builds up. It has the ability to be able to drain into the catch basin area to go out all the way to the street. Next section, as you can see, we are downhill to level here. We keep going, we have the downspout right here. It's completely downhill, and once again, this is why I used the directional tees. I had the 45 because I'm on top of a bunch of his old sprinkler PVC lines, and if I could go lower there, then I'd have to make it lower everywhere else, and I can't because there was an old tree here, and it was a battle of 2 days to get through all the tree roots. So everything continues to come downhill, and as you can see, we are a little bit more downhill to level. So when all the water comes down, it's going to keep coming, keep coming. Let's go down to here. Downhill to level. And then of course, I always try to make it, well, and in this case, I had no choice because as you can see from all these giant roots everywhere, plus the 2 cable lines are right here. So we had to be extra careful, but we have it completely downhill. So everything's going to shoot all the way down, come over to here. And as you can see, got it downhill to level here. Everything's just going to build up. You want to make sure that you have the burrito wrap. You got rock in there. I want to put some more rock in there. And yeah, you burrito wrap it back up. So that way when the water can no longer facilitate to come up and over this curb, it'll be able to have the ability to drain back into the ground. Now, to backfill and show you how everything works. All right, and here we go. We test the system. You put it in the downspout in the furthest. It's gonna be running all the way down. Coming down here. Now the catch basins tie into it. So the water is going to be making its way through everything. It should be catching up here in a moment. And here we go, now we got the water coming in. And as it's coming in, it's also trying to drain into the ground because I have the holes drilled in and the mini drywall underneath. And it's gonna keep going and going. As it's draining in the ground, it's also building up. When the ground can no longer hold anymore and the mini drywall gets full, then it builds up enough, and as you can see, it starts to flow down to the next channel, which is gonna come all the way over to here. And then we see the water as it starts to come, it's building up, and it finally comes all the way over, and as you can see, it's draining into the ground. There's a little bit of dirt in there, but now you can see it just going whoop, right into all the little mini dry well. Cleaning it all out. And it's gonna do the same thing over here. Drain into the ground until it can't hold anymore and the mini dry well gets full. Then when the mini dry well gets full, it'll all build up and then go out the other way. Nice, lovely flow. And you want to make sure at least once a year that you put it into the downspout in the far back so you can go ahead and flush out the system. And you just take out the catch basin lids And then that way you can put your hand in there and grab anything that gets into the system. As you can see, it's all going that way now, which is gonna go about 50 feet all the way down. It's gotta come here, it's got a 45, and continue on all the way down here to the street. And then the same thing, the water's gonna come down here. And here we go. Now we have the water, it's made it all the way down here. At the end where the pop-up is, this is also an even bigger mini dry well. So that way when there's no more water or head pressure to build up to facilitate over the curb, now it has the ability to drain back into the ground. And this is also where you would be cleaning out everything or anything that got past the 2 catch basins, so that way you can make sure your system stays clean and functions at 100%. Now we just wait for it to build up and overflow. And here we go. Water's gonna come out, facilitate over the curb, come down, and then go down to the nearest storm drain, which is down the street. Obviously, when it's raining, we'll have more head pressure, and this baby will be up like this, just kicking out water like crazy. But right now, we just have the hose power. And that is how you eliminate water from flooding your yard with catch basins and extending all your downspouts out. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and until the next one.